Moving on, 12.4, adopt a resolution ratifying the city manager's appointment of John E. Cox as police chief. City manager.
Yes, thank you, Mayor and members of the council. I'm very happy tonight to present to you my recommendation for police chief, John E. Cox, and he's actually here in the audience tonight with his lovely wife. Just to give you just a brief overview, I know all of you have read your packet, but we had an extensive process to be able to hire John. It actually starts back in January. We started the recruitment. In early February, I had a public input meeting that I asked from the public to understand some of the attributes they were looking for in a police chief. We had a meeting like that. We took those to help develop the questions, and I asked members from the community. I had a peer panel of 2 police chiefs as well as a former city manager on another panel, and I had an employee panel that was representative of all the employee groups here in Dixon. And basically these folks spent 9 hours, as well as 2 of our council members, Vice Mayor Fuller and Mayor Batchelor, in a process where we interviewed 7 candidates. In the debriefing process, at the end of the day, I was able to ascertain 3 finalists. At that point, I interviewed all 3 finalists, and let me tell you, it was a very competitive process. So for those folks that made the finalist round, it's a commendable effort. They all deserved to be there, and they all worked really hard to be a finalist. At the end of the day, when you conclude your interviews, you make a choice, and I made the choice of John Cox for a lot of reasons, but one of which is he's a proven leader in the community that he works in currently. He's been a former police chief in the city of Oakley, which is a similar sized population as Dixon. He has proven to work well with other agencies. He's acquired large grants. He had a tremendous amount of recommendations from council members, a court commissioner. He's just well respected in the community. He's an outstanding individual, and it's really our benefit and our extreme fortune that he's able to be our chief in the future, and so I highly recommend him. I have a resolution in front of you to approve. In the resolution, I am recommending step D in the pay grade, as well as he's entitled based on his qualifications to get a 5% incentive pay. And I'm also offering him 2 weeks of vacation time to be on the books at the time of employment. So that is actually in the resolution before you. And with that, I'll be happy to entertain any questions.
Questions of the city manager? Hearing none. Any comments from the public? Hearing none. Back into council's hearing. We have a recommendation, a resolution, asking for ratification of the appointment of John E. Cox as police chief. I'll entertain a motion to make that, adopt that resolution.
So moved.
Oh,
I'd like to do it since...
Okay, the vice mayor moved, and council member Kaler seconded that motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the roll, please.
Council members Taylor,
aye.
Termello,
No.
Aye.
Fuller,
Aye.
Mayor Batchelor.
Aye. So approved.
And if I-
Congratulations, Mr.
If I
Hodges.
can ask Mr. Cox to come forward.
Not to put you on the spot, but if you would have any comments you'd like to make, or if you want to wait until you're sworn in, that's okay too, so. All right.
Take a stab.
Yeah, we're a pretty friendly group up here.
I feel very humbled to be here. It was a very competitive field. I have a great deal of respect for everybody in that field. It was a very good process. I want to thank the city manager and the members of the city government for the process which they did put on. I felt that it was very challenging. I had my doubts if I would make it through it myself, and I feel very fortunate and very humbled to be here tonight, and I look forward to serving as your police chief in the future. So thank you for your confidence.
Well, thank you, and again, congratulations. I think you will find working here in Dixon will be a very rewarding experience. You have tremendous staff. I don't need to tell you that. Nobody up here needs to tell you that. I think you're aware of that already. And encourage you to utilize those staff and to, take in their comments, and they will make your transition a lot easier. And again, congratulations, and the city of Dixon welcomes you.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right,
Appreciate it.
thank you very much.
Thank you all.